I slept through the afternoon again. And the package due when you're supposed to do, and it's overdue by 10. I was loving you again, but now I don't. Look at you. Hey, you touched me with the brush of your fingers to my elbow. And don't think I didn't notice it, cause I know what you're up to. You manipulating, seducing son of a bitch. And that's me. You said you would call me, calling me up. I wanted to know if loving you was enough. What's on my mind? Oh, past the time. I got this shit.
Well, if you're asking yourself, what is that intro and who's that guy dancing in the screen? The two go together well. Joining us this week for the Middle of the Road podcast is Gus Glasser. What's up, Gus?
What's up?
Man, that song you just heard was one of the songs when I started following him, or when I found him, I guess, a couple weeks ago. I know a lot of people found him before me, so I can't claim him. But Afternoon Again was the one
You're
I chose.
Day two. You're a day two.
Aw, thank you, buddy.
Day two fan.
Aw. I jumped on late. I know I listened to a bunch of your live streams and stuff, and I heard about the Instagram fans, and I didn't want to be considered one of those. Well, as always with me across the table is TJ. On the screen, like I said, is Gus Glasser.
Hello.
He describes himself as a soulful pop musician. Where are you based out of, Gus?
ATL, ho.
That's what I said. He's Atlanta-based. He thought you were in Nashville, but that's where you're going to do a show.
Chattanooga is what it says.
Chattanooga. There we go. So Tennessee. So you're repping Atlanta. You're our first guest from Atlanta. We're your first podcast from Kansas. So
Absolutely.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Gus.
24, born and raised in Atlanta. Dropped out of music school when I was 20. Love hummus.
Okay. My daughter loves hummus. She's 2
Dude.
years younger than you, too, by the way, making me feel old. We're late 30s, early 40s guys.
You have a daughter in your 20s and you're in your late 30s?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
I'm in my late 30s. Casey's in
I'm
his
42,
early
and my
Gotcha.
daughter's 22.
That's crazy. You had a kid at what, 20?
Yeah, I did. At 20.
Damn. Good for you.
And she's smart and
I
a
have
good
no
kid,
children.
too.
I have no girlfriend. I live with my parents. I am full in on this thing. Fun fact. I went to Jewish day school as a kid.
I said something about you said something about being Jewish, Afro, something.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I wouldn't have, when I first heard your voice, and so the first thing I seen was the Mark Reblett thing where you just went up there and just freaking dominated, dude.
Thank you.
No,
were you
sick.
watching that on you? Like, where did you watch on TikTok? Were you on YouTube?
I think the first place I actually seen it was probably Facebook or YouTube. I can't remember.
Gotcha.
And then so I just started watching, researching, or not researching, but following, doing.
stalking.
Yeah, there you go, stalking you. And like I said, man, you were funny, self-deprecating, and had a good voice. So that's pretty much everything I look for in a musician and somebody I stalk. So
Nice, dude. Dude, well, funny enough, because you mentioned the YouTube live streams,
okay,
and like those are like super under. Like I don't like that was so that you did your job.
oh, dude, I'm
that.
awesome at this. I'm a Facebook. I'm a social media
Hell yeah.
detective. I've been called.
Hell yeah.
So, like I said, that was the first time I discovered you, and then obviously you have 4 albums out.
Yeah, like they're like a lot of beat tapes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
early
like, I have a
stuff
lot
is definitely like your first album is a bunch of instrumental and maybe 3 or 4 where you actually sing on and have people on, and then your second, by then you're doing all singing.
Yeah. Like recently.
Yeah.
It turned it. Yeah.
So how did you started doing what you're doing? I mean, like I said, I'll be honest, like the Uber song and then call a friend, and if they like it, download it. I mean, that was 1, original as can be, and 2, just awesome. I mean, how much?
Thank you.
How much setup did that take to get that to all go?
Dude, not even that much. The hardest part was finding. That's like my favorite. If I had to pick another content series to like really dive into, I think the Uber one is like. I think there's a lot there. If you, like those videos didn't do that well, but the concept I think is really
Oh,
good.
dude, it's freaking awesome. You need to do more of them now that
Yeah.
the views. I mean, yeah.
No, 100%. Like that's. I'm not in like a content phase right now. I'm in like a finished music phase.
Okay.
But once I get back into content, that's 100% what's gonna happen.
Awesome. I enjoy the hell out of them.
Thank you. Though setup wise, dude, we got like the hardest part is getting an Uber. Like it's hard. The hardest part is convincing someone to let us. It's really about being on camera. That's really what it is. They don't care if you make music in their car. Like they don't seem to mind. Also, hard enough to find. You got to find an English speaking Uber driver.
Yes.
Fluent in English, and that also like like you know what I mean. That rules out half of the people. And so there's like different, and then it's like old people aren't into it, and then like
So how many strikeouts did you get before you got one? Or how much did you spend in Uber bills before you got
No, well, dude, like I mean, like I call them up and ask them before.
Oh, okay.
Cancel it.
Okay.
So, but that's the other thing too, where it's like I feel like the shot would be better if I could get them rolling up and on camera and on the spot, be like, hey, can we do this? But like that's hard to do, and then you really have to waste money. I would say it was about maybe, I don't know how many people we asked, but it was about 4 hours of doing it, and we got 2 people to agree to it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well,
there was probably like 2 to 20. Like it was probably like 1 out of every 10.
yeah.
And then the problem is, dude, so then you have all these Uber drivers in the area, and then they all say no, and then you got to wait like 5-10 minutes for all the Uber drivers
to circle out and get a new Uber.
Come in, and then, dude,
I'm just sitting here killing time until the new crop of Uber drivers rolls in.
Yeah, literally. Like we got like, and it's like the setup, dude. We got set up in like 10 minutes. Like in the car, it's like really. I had a friend help me out. It's like really easy to get set up.
Okay, I was gonna say because you have quite a bit that goes into it with your board and with everything, and then the mic. I mean, I have a pretty mobile podcast board, but I don't make music with it. I can set this up as battery operated, and I can roll pretty quick, but it don't make music, and I need a speaker to hook to it and all that stuff. So, so you definitely have a different style, and I kind of know, I've read up on you, but who do you kind of base your music after? Who do you kind of feel like you most resemble, or you know what I mean?
Well, I think those two are different. Like who I base my music after and who I sound alike are different.
That's
like
true. That's very true.
Yeah. Like my influences, like growing up, are like Trey Songz and Mr. Carmack and Mark. Like Mark more recently. And then who I sound like, I always give off like, I don't think I necessarily sound like them, but like Mac Miller and Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Just like, I think that when I give them that, like their names carry a certain vibe that I think I fall into more than like necessarily my music actually sounds like them.
I can definitely see it in some of your music, though. I mean, like I said, and you're all over the place with, I mean, your newest album, Phase 2, that is your newest, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
sir.
That one, even over there in that 7 or 8 songs, you're kind of, it's more one style, but you still have one song, is just the, more funk into it, more, more beat to it, and then some are more the, the love song or.
Yeah, totally. I'm still figuring it out.
I know.
I'm still, yeah.
Oh, I dig it, man. Like I said,
Thank you.
Watching the evolution of it, even in the album right before. I mean, the music there, a completely different style of music, but not completely different, but different sounding album. Still, like I said, I hope more people go check you out. I hope you get a chance to grow because, like I said,
Thank you.
Your style, your music's pretty damn good. So, TJ, you got anything for him?
That's very kind of you. I appreciate you doing the research, and because I love that there's all this old shit that doesn't sound like. I enjoy having that out there, and so when people actually take the time to look at it, it means a lot. So
well, that's the evolution of an artist, man. On that first one, 2 of your songs are almost straight rap songs, and I know you have other people on there with you. And then by now, you still feel that beat in the songs, but it's definitely a different style.
Totally, yeah. Because I used to rap, and then I used to try to give beats to other people, and then nobody wanted my beats, and so that's why I'm. No one wants your beats. Use them for yourself.
Hell yeah! Well, I like it, man.
Thank you.
So when you first your first TikTok like that blew up on you when you got to that first 1 million views? Were you just like, holy shit, like I can't believe this is happening?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was gonna say, what's that feeling? We had one that got to 14,000 and felt pretty good.
Dude, I mean, like it's honestly it's like addicting, and it's like the first time it happened, it like the ego gets inflated.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, holy shit,
I'm getting ready to blow up.
Yeah, like yeah, seriously, and it's like it's just like an extreme high, extreme low.
Yeah.
Like it's really interesting. It's like I remember being at my friend's house and I couldn't. You can't stay off the phone.
Yeah, because just
It
notification.
consumes your mind. It just consumes your mind. All you want to do is talk about this video that's blowing up. You don't like. I didn't give a shit about what anybody had to say. I like didn't give a shit. I was like, I'm blowing up right now. Like this is amazing. Like you know what I mean? It's like the first one too. Like, and it's like sad. You know what I mean? It's a little like. It's so exciting, but it's also like I don't like being that person. I don't like being that guy.
But that is what you're trying to do. You do want to make a career in music, and I know that one. I get it that it was still social media content, but it's doing what you wanted to do, making music, man. So it's got to be rewarding.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
It was super rewarding, super crazy, super unexpected, but also like super like the power that like when shit like that happens, dude. Like it just changes your brain.
How long did
Really
it take
hard.
for it to get up that quick, or did it go up real fast overnight, or?
Oh, like I mean, the first viral one was me singing in a parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like that one I like posted, and then like an hour later went to my friend's house and it was got like 60, and it every time, and literally like I just went like this the entire night. I just refreshed and refreshed and refreshed and refreshed, and then like the next day I had like 200, and then it just kept going and kept going.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
can you imagine being like I don't know, one of the super famous people that get.
It'd be like Logan Paul, and
Yeah,
just,
I
like,
mean,
automatically, and within seconds you have 1 million views or something like that.
I mean, dude, no wonder like that is like. No wonder it changes you. You know what I mean? Like not even in like an ego way. It's just like that is like so insane. The fact that like everything you post gets millions of views is crazy.
self-justification. I don't know what you call that.
So
I don't
after you got that, were you just like, pretty soon, like Paris Hilton or somebody's gonna be hitting me up pretty soon or something? Or,
Yeah, totally. Like I mean, like you think. Well, that's also the weird thing is that like you think that when you like one viral video is gonna change everything.
Yeah.
Like that's not necessarily that one, but like with a really damn long day.
Yep.
When that video blew up,
Yeah.
like I thought I'm on.
All right, this is it.
Like I'm here. And then we book a show in Dallas and nobody showed up. Like literally nobody showed up. And it was like, oh my God. Like I'm just like that was so stark where it's like people are literally recognizing me in the streets, and then I put a show out and then nobody fucking goes. It's like, oh my God. Like and so that was like scary because it's like, holy shit, like all this thing I'm putting my time into, all this work I'm doing, this labor, this obsession, it's like literally like preventing me from like being more present in my life. And then I'm doing this for what? Like it's not even changing anything. You have to go viral literally every single day to fucking, I guess, not matter, but like for
to stay relevant or.
Yeah, and it's like, and that's not necessarily true, but like that's what I was kind of thinking.
So
And that was also like it just throws you for a loop, dude. Going going viral throws you for a fucking loop.
Oh, I can imagine, man. I can imagine. So how,
Dude, I I wish it for you.
we'll get there
I do,
one
you
day.
know,
We'll
it's
have our
like
big
it-
one. You're gonna, we'll
it
do
is.
it together. No, we'll get there, man. But for us, it is a passion. We both enjoy it. We love podcasting. We love talking to people. I love meeting people. So that's what a lot of
Totally.
what we enjoy. That's a huge part of it. And then getting a forum where somebody has to listen to what you're saying, isn't bad either. So
Yeah, no, I was like I said, I was surprised. I was like, holy shit, like the setup looks great. Like y'all have it there, and like
Yeah.
y'all clearly like what this is like 60 something
what's that?
episode.
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
us together. This is technically we're a little over that, but this is 69 will be our episode together, buddy.
Nice.
perfect.
Perfect guest.
Episode
For
69 with Gus
Episode
Glasser.
69.
That's how I know I'll never grow up, because that still makes me smile just when somebody says 69, man.
Dude, it is funny.
Well, tell me about touring, man. I know you're currently in the middle of a tour. Obviously, you're back and forth and around, but tell me about the life
Yes.
on the road. Tell me about how it's going. What, is that how it's changed as you've, toured more and more, you know what I mean?
changed. The only really what's changed. We kind of figured out how to do it in like a safe. And I want to say I mean like me, my manager, and like my team, like my manager specifically has like fucking really helped me change the game on as far as like just how to stay organized and do shit. But like basically like we just know all my tours I've planned all of them.
Okay.
Except for the last one. Not a good idea. Not a good plan. And like, dude, like, you know, like I'm forgetting shit at the venue and I'm losing out money here and I booked a flight that I didn't need to book this flight for and I'm like, you know, and and then I scratched the van and I had to pay $1,000 to scratch the van and then dude, so like that, so the tour, one earlier this summer in like June, funny, I lost so much money and then we completely changed how we did it. We hired a tour manager to drive so that I could actually be able to promote and practice and do things while I'm on the road.
Yep.
And that changed the game. And we almost broke even on our last tour.
There you go. That's a start.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's like, it's fun. It's hard. It's another thing. It's like, it's rewarding, but it's also like, it's not I wouldn't say it's discouraging. If anything, it's probably the most encouraging thing I've done.
Okay.
Because you're actually seeing a physical response to the art. But it is like you see how far you've gotten, but you also see how far you are because it's like, yeah, like I might have like this many followers and this 30,000 on Instagram, but it's like, you know, maybe 50 people come out or, you know, 50 people are at a show. It's like, you know what I mean? You really see how, and like that took so long. So, oh my God, like the next 30, and then, you know what I mean? So it's like, you see how far you have to go to actually make a career.
Yep.
But at the same time, like there was a show in DC that we did, and it was like one of the most like encouraging, fun things we've done because it's like we had like a loop moment that like really caught on with the crowd. And it was like, it was the most, it was the shit. It was awesome.
Was that
really
one
awesome.
where you freestyle in there and doing that?
Yeah, it was the one where my cousin coughed into the mic.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw. Yeah,
I did see that.
And,
yeah, we both watched that one. You could feel it. You could see the crowd. I mean, that's why I said they were getting down with it, and that's got to be when it gets reward. I mean,
totally. Well, what was crazy was like, and I didn't post this because why would I do that? But like and I kind of wanted to, but like the night before we played Raleigh, nobody was there. We played like shit. No one came out. Some guy was heckling me and telling me to stop talking. It was really funny. And then like we were just like, oh my God, like what, like that was like the first night of this 12-day tour. Like what did I just sign up for? And then like we have that next day, and it was just like,
all right, we can do this.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like when people come out from the internet, dude, like it means so much. Like when people like in person, like resonate with whatever is happening that I'm putting out, and they actually come to a show. It's pretty crazy. So like life on the road's awesome. It's really hard work. You don't get a lot of sleep. Everyone gets mad at each other.
Yep.
And it's like, but it's also awesome. It's not, but it's also something that I need to like, it's hard to also keep up the momentum of everything else while being on the road.
Yep. I noticed your posts had went way down since, tour. And I mean,
yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. We need to get a young punk or somebody that can run our social media, because that's where we really struggle. I think we get good views, good likes, things like that, but we just struggle to promote ourselves, and that's the difference in you. You self-promote like almost nobody especially for a smaller musician. I mean, just your self-promotion, whether it's the funny videos where you go tell somebody don't ever go to a Gus Glasser show or whatever. I mean, that shit's, like I said, it either that came after a good show or a bad show, but you used it in what I thought was a funny, people will find you. I think they really will, because you're an enjoyable young man, and like I said, you got a killer voice. And
don't say young man like you're making us look old over here.
Well, we are. He's a young dude.
I'll take it. I'm not complaining.
That's why I said he's a young dude. He's out there working himself. I mean, that's why I said it's just cool to see. I mean, it's just cool to see, man, a dude out grinding, Do
you have any experience like touring or like, I guess just traveling like in that way? Like, do you have any?
Not really, no. I mean, he does. He was on the road doing oil pipeline stuff for a long time, but
holy shit, that's
I've traveled the whole United States forever, so now I have a stay-at-home job, so it's different. But yeah, you definitely as far as like people, because I work with the same crew, like you become like family, and then you also hate each other at the same time. So
yeah, but that's I mean, like that's expected. Like
We
I don't know, like, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
we were talking about the one where you're going and sticking your headphone, like you want to listen without saying anything. And it's like, I got a small wiener or whatever. And it's like Casey has a really small wiener, so he identifies
Sure.
with that like big time.
You
so.
know what? I could tell.
Thank you.
You know,
Well,
it comes across in your content.
hey, we know each other. You know, fans stay together.
Guys,
No.
stick together, bro.
Well, that
How tall are you?
I'm almost 5'11".
Oh, okay.
What about you?
I'm 5'7". So
I was gonna say I thought you looked a little shorter. You know.
Yeah, dude. I met somebody and they recognized me and they were like, "I thought you'd be taller."
It's that
I'm like,
fro,
"Okay,
bro.
thanks."
I was gonna say with
yeah,
that
I guess,
afro,
yeah.
that gives you close to 6 foot, my man.
Absolutely.
How long you been growing that?
Dude, I've had this since I was 18. In different sizes, but like I've had the fro since I was like 18.
Nice.
So
How much work do you put into that daily?
0.
Zero.
Only on show days. On show days. I mean, I have a pic right here. Honestly, it actually looks better now than I thought it would.
Yeah, it don't look bad at all, man.
No, it looks decent.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, one thing I noticed is are your songs from experiences or are they? I mean, because you pour like a lot in. I mean, either like you've had one tragic breakup or a whole bunch of tragic breakups, or
Dude, funny enough, I have not been in a relationship actually.
Oh, really?
I've never been, and so like, but the lyrics. So I have a writing partner also, and he, is brilliant, and the songs wouldn't be the same without him. I've certainly there was basically like one. There are some that are very specific, some that are more ethereal, and some that are just plain goofy.
well, the bleeding in the bathtub one.
That
Leave Jesus
was
out of
kinda
this.
real.
Or,
Actually, most of that was real.
that one I was gonna wonder. That one's kind of scared. That led to maybe one of your other videos. Was that before you went into rehab or?
Yeah, that was before.
Okay.
That was when that was when my dad caught me drunk in the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm fine. And he's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not, bud. Sorry, I didn't know if I should have brought that up or not, but that's
Dude,
part of the
you're-
whole story, man.
All part of the journey.
Well,
Part of the journey. Oh, I see your Bob Ross mug right there, by the way.
yeah, it's an energy drink.
Right.
We reviewed them a
Bob
couple
Ross
weeks.
energy drink.
Oh yeah, man. We had the pink ones. We got some Ric Flair energy drinks.
Isn't that a little
Ric
God, what's the
Flair.
word? I wouldn't expect Bob Ross, the most chill dude on earth,
There's-
to be
He's also a serial killer. If
Yeah, I was
going to
say there's something I identify with Bob Ross about. He was a calming part of my childhood, my man.
dude. Hell yeah.
There's no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Exactly. Do you have a painting?
No Bob Ross ones. I do have one that was close to it, but my buddy painted a bong over it.
Damn.
And then this one behind me is a painting of one of our listeners and another guy that we does a podcast and we do some collaboration with, and that's a Ric Flair spray paint painting here back
Dude, that looks
behind me.
fire.
We got
Who,
Andre the Giant up here.
Did y'all figure out all the technology stuff on your own? Like, was that just your own doing?
It was me, man. Like I said,
Yeah.
the old show we had big O soundboard and all of this, and I did a bunch of the setup on that, knew how to run it. But when I did this, man, I went as simple as I could. I mean, we still have cameras set up all over, and there's a lot you don't see. But yeah, man, this is just a lot of trial and error. We do it all for free. That's the other thing. I mean, I know for us to grow, I got to put some money into it. I mean, that's the only thing about it. But everything I've done besides building this studio has been free. This computer screen was my son's old screen. I did buy this board.
Hand me up.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is his old keyboard. I mean, I got everything's, just repurposed.
Just stealing from your children.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yes.
raised him
Good for you.
He's 19 almost. I raised him plenty long enough. Now it's time for me to take
time
back.
For him to get back.
It's time for me to take back. Now he
Absolutely.
upgraded. Even my computer I use is his old gaming computer. I mean,
Yeah, that was an 18-year loan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
How did y'all meet?
We worked at a mowing company together when we were, a little younger than you. I think I was in my 21 or something, and we were mowing, and then we kind of got promoted up. We were managers together at this company for a while, and then kind of split and went our own ways, but stayed friends. We're
Cool.
complete opposites if you ever got to know us, so it's weird. He's a hardcore right-winger, and I'm a weird Democrat, and we're
Nice.
about as far apart as we could be, but that was kind of how this show started, was proven that two dudes that have different views can still come together and agree on some stuff, argue with some stuff, and still get along fine after. Well, I don't know about fine, but no.
yeah. Who knows? You know?
We're part of each other's life. We Snapchat each other and text all day, and he's like my.
You guys use Snapchat?
Yeah,
Casey doesn't keep streaks, so.
Yeah, I don't. I try. I only got
That's
Snapchat
gross.
because of him. I call it. I call it find a whore or Snapchat.
I mean, I guess. I mean, dude, that's funny. I just
Is that an old person thing?
middle-aged
Or?
men on Snapchat. I just don't understand.
It's raining like a son of a bitch
Man, we're
out
getting
there.
a crazy storm out here. I thought some wind was getting ready to blow the building down. It started getting loud. I was trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, gotcha.
So
It's not this.
what's the cool stuff? What's the hip thing kids are on? Because we need to get on some more social media.
Dude, I think they're on Snapchat, but like, I mean, honestly, dude, Facebook Reels.
That's where it kills it.
They're making it, dude. Like, I posted old content on there that like blew up there, and it just like brought everything. Facebook, if you're not posting, it doesn't require any more work. You just post the content you already make.
Yep.
Facebook is cool. YouTube Shorts obviously are doing it. I don't know any like the new social. I guess the Be Real. I don't know if Be Real.
Yeah, my daughter and son do that.
So you're talking about Snapchat. I have a 17-year-old stepdaughter who's a senior, right? Her Snapchat score is like insane compared to like what mine or Casey's is. Hers is 1.9 million.
Jesus Christ.
And that's been taken away. Like,
And that's who I said needs to be our social media.
17.
That's our
When
social.
did she get Snapchat?
and no, what this is a part
She
that's
got it
been
last year.
and that's new. Like, she's only probably had this one for 2 years because she got her phone taken away and had to start over.
This is your stepdaughter?
Yeah.
You need to step up as a parent.
1.9. Yeah, 1.9. Like mine is, let's see here. Mine's like 70 something or maybe 100, but
I don't.
Casey's is like 40.
Yeah, mine's like 40. I Snapchat him.
Mine's 98,000.
Yeah, I'm.
Have you seen
1.9 million.
Have you seen something that high before?
I didn't even know I didn't even know that number existed.
It's yeah.
I didn't even know they had enough room for it on the scorecard.
I think she's maxed out like friends wise of people she can have on there.
She must just post and share to 1,000 people at a time, and then wait for one, and then she just follows up with every. I don't know, man.
I have some younger pipeline buddies that are closer to your age, and I'm like, hey, is this a fucking outrageous score? And they're like, holy shit, dude, I've never seen
That's
anything
a high
like that.
score.
Yeah.
That's a high score for 29,000 people combined.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 1.9 billion. So what does that mean? That means that she's sent or received.
I'm not
I
quite
think
sure.
that's how. I'm
Snapchats?
pretty sure that must be
It's
how it
basically
goes.
her life.
Well, if you have a giant group chat, like let's say there's 30 people in the group chat, if you send one, does that mean that you
I don't know.
30?
Well, he'll have to send me. We'll find out. I'll start counting because he sends them to me every day. That's my. I have him and one other, which was the guy that painted this. That for some reason Snapchats me too, but he's learning. You know, we're in our 40s. We're learning, man.
1.9 million.
Yeah.
I love out of everything that blew his mind the most.
Like literally, like that is like that. Honestly, probably made my day.
Wow.
Like, just hearing.
I'll
that-
have to
that
tell her
fact
that.
exists.
She's gonna be like, wow.
I don't know if it's a compliment, but it like it.
It might
I mean,
for her.
I
Even
tell
if
you what, if she could make a living at having the high Snapchat score, she's got a future, I guess.
Dude, yeah.
My wife just texted me.
That's
We're
hilarious,
laughing.
dude.
Bella just sent it. Yeah, one. Here it says 953,191 snaps that have been viewed. 1 million something you've received. So she's getting more.
Okay, so she's getting more than she's putting out.
I like how you
Which is
say
good,
that.
which is good. That's good.
Yes.
She's
Yeah,
added.
she's
to,
not thirsty.
There's 200,000 people.
She's added to 872 stories, whatever that means. So there you go.
That is.
Well, we found our new social media director.
Yeah, no shit. She needs a job.
Yeah, it would
so.
look no further than the person who's sent out a million.
Yeah, no shit. Basically, like we're like, hey girls, you want to watch a movie, and all I hear is the nails like texting on her snap, and it blow like.
I wish her the best. I
yeah,
obviously
good for
got
her.
nothing against her at all. I'm just joking around. I wish I do. You know, I'm just fucking around with y'all.
So what celebrity or artist do you hate the most?
Ooh.
What do I hate? Kanye right now is very easy to hate.
Okay.
I agree. He's on my
You know,
shit list.
It's tough for me to like Kanye right now.
It's easy to hate him right now.
It is very, very. He's making it very easy.
What about
He's making it very easy.
What about who do
Yeah.
you love the most right now?
Who do I love the most? I mean, Mark
Yeah.
Rebier.
Dude, how was that?
He's the-
Tell him how. I mean, I followed him a little bit before that, and I had just kind of found him. But just seeing his following, seeing his shows and stuff, how rewarding was that to meet him and to get that time? And
Awesome. I mean, like, I really didn't even talk to him too much. Basically, everything you saw on camera was everything that happened.
really,
wow.
so which
Yeah,
happened
there was-
first? Did you walk up and give him the headphones first, or was the live?
No, that was after. The first
Okay.
thing
Okay.
was the stream.
Okay,
That's badass.
And he is just so classy, you know? And like I think that like what I took from it is that he's not necessarily a people pleaser and he's not necessarily trying to be anything that he isn't. He's not like faking any interest. He's not like he's just being himself. He's just saying he's just showing up, doing what he loves, accepting everything that comes his way and not putting out any expectation for anything else.
dude, he makes some
I love
crazy
that.
stuff, man. Yeah,
And
that's
he's awesome and he's fucking good and he's a great singer and he's like I mean like what even like when like his because I've seen him live in concert and then obviously I went to do the stream and it's like the coolest thing about the stream and like how I knew I needed like how I got on really was like everyone was just yelling at him and doing different shit and he was just like he was so receptive, he was so open to anything that was going on. Old lady, get in here and dance. Random guy with a wig, give me the beer. Well, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like so receptive and open. And now I was just like, I got to yell at this man to get his attention. Like,
Hey,
that's-
Mark!
And that's what I did. I go, yeah, exactly. And that's what I did. And it only took
How
me
long did you
40
have that planned out? Did you kind of like, oh, this is what I'm going to do to get his attention, or you just kind of winged it?
I got the call like a week. My friend called me who like has worked with him and was like, dude, you need to come do this. And I was like, okay. And so that was like a week and a half. So whenever he announced that he was doing it, I was gonna fly up and do it. Basically, I made the sign like 2 days before. I had a friend help me with the sign.
looked like you might have similar to like you'd made some ransom signs before. But I mean, that was
Yeah. Like, do you ever want to get your cat back?
Yes,
This
yeah,
is-
for sure. I had practice. And you know, we thank those people who help with those things. Yeah, no, basically, like it was pretty wing it and just fucking. And we kind of had a plan of like how to get there early. As far as because he doesn't say where he's setting up, he just sets up and goes.
and people find him.
And people find him. Like you look at the comments on YouTube and you're like,
Oh,
what is
shit.
everybody saying? Yeah.
How long did it take you to find him?
We got there. We knew 15 minutes before he went live. We had somebody who like thought they knew we was gonna be or something, and then they were right.
Oh,
And
nice.
so we got the scoop. So we got there like 7 minutes after he went live.
Sweet.
It was true come true. He's the best.
It's badass.
He's somebody I love.
And
Who
you
is
just
like who do y'all both hate? I know y'all are different people. Who's like somebody you could agree on that you're just like this person's whack. Celebrity wise.
I don't know. We're pretty opposed from each other on most of the people we hate. I don't really hate a lot of people. There's some people I strongly
Hate is a strong
dislike
word.
in sports. Every team that the Cowboys play against, because I'm a sad Cowboys fan. I really
a Chiefs
dislike.
Not really.
No, I very much probably my most disliked person maybe is Stephen A. Smith. I mean, just quite generally, just in all assets. I just there's nothing about him that comes out of his mouth that interests me in any way. So sorry if you like him, but
I'm not really a big sports guy. I obviously know who he is. Like,
yeah,
he is a lot.
yeah, he's only there to
I
hear.
don't have anything against him, nor do I have anything. I mean, he's funny.
Yeah,
Really funny.
I just disagree with about 99% of his takes, and then he's just so loud. It's just hard to. He's on my list. He's right up there with Kanye.
Jeez.
What about your
I mean-
number one? Like,
You didn't say who you dislike.
oh, I don't know.
He's
Yeah.
politicians.
Yeah,
His are all
TJ.
I
his
like-
are all politicians. His are like Nancy Pelosi
Yeah.
and
See, he
and-
knows me. So I was
and
getting ready
Hillary
to say.
Clinton,
Yep.
and he's just dislikes all Democratic politicians. I pretty much dislike all politicians currently. Strong dislike for the orange, for the guy with the wig or the
He does a
orange
great-
hair.
He does a pretty good
Not-
Trump.
I mean, that is actually pretty good.
A
Are there any
bigly-
Democratic politicians that you actually like?
Robert Kennedy.
Yeah, and he's went independent, so
and
he does. He
I
likes
just struggle with
he
his
wants to
voice.
hang out with Hunter Biden because Hunter Biden is not. I mean, he wants to go.
We could be
Robert
friends.
Kennedy doesn't. I mean, I don't know much about politics. I read about him a little bit, but like,
You ever heard him talk?
Yeah,
It's
I
hard. Like
Listen to him talk. It's hard.
It like makes my throat hurt. Like I'm like, God, I wish I could help him. Like try to.
What happened? Is he
He's
okay?
born that
Like,
way, I guess. Some kind of.
I feel like that was like a horrible choking incident.
Yeah,
like
like
we've
he-
all choked and couldn't talk for a little bit after, and
Or
that's
like he-
kind of what he has going on permanently.
Or like he was like
Yeah.
eating a peach and it got stuck in like the pit got stuck in his fucking throat and he's like, I can't get this fucking thing out.
larynx.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it's tough. I mean, like, dude, like, it's gotta be interesting having a voice like that.
yeah, it wouldn't be a
gotta be.
very good singing career, I don't
no,
think.
he wouldn't do your job very well.
Well, I wouldn't do his. So I think we should go and stay in our lives.
There we go.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's
Yeah,
where
I think I can take care of that. He can know about the world.
or an yeah, all that. Well, tell me what it takes to like just watching either your setup, your board. We talked about that a little before the show, but you go out and you do these street performances too, on top of all the other crap you're doing. I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff. But
Yes.
just setting that table up. What does an average setup take you, and how does that go to get going? And before, I mean, how many times you get kicked out of where you're at before you actually get going? And
We only get kicked out if we get kicked out. We've done it enough times to know where we will get kicked out and when we won't. Which is nice.
Okay.
So it depends. If I'm with the full band, I mean that setup will take sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Wow.
Break down about an hour. If I'm by myself, I can get set up within like an hour for sure. But the band is way more fun. They're both
Yeah.
different. They're both different, and so like I'm trying to figure out where like what to do. Not necessarily with the band or anything, but more just like okay, like what's gonna be. Like you're right. There's like a ton. I basically just splattered a bunch of ideas out on the internet, and some of them they've all kind of worked a little bit, and so I'm just trying to decide. All right, what do I really want to do? But yeah, by myself, it probably takes about like maybe an hour.
well, that's where I was. It's been a really damn long day. I heard that
tired
song
now.
and I was gonna ask you, where that came from, the pain, whatever. And then I watched the video where you literally made that live while you were set up out there by yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's
I
one.
had some friends out there with me that helped me out that day.
And that's one of
it
your
was like
biggest songs. I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy. That's cool because everything you saw, you literally saw everything that happened. You see the entire beat be made, and then you see the kind of and then it gets goofy, and then it gets serious, and then like, I guess I caught a whiff of what to say. Usually that's the hardest part. Is like I don't know what to fucking say, and like my band gets mad at me. They don't get mad at me. They are very pushing me in a direction where it's like, dude, you got to have something to say. Like you have to be like saying something coherent. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like I'm not a rapper. Like I'm not the best word guy. Clearly. And
You
but that
fooled us.
I caught I caught something there, and I wrote it out.
well, you nailed it on that one. So it was just
Thank
cool
you.
to see. I mean, like I said, and then even reading people's comments on that one, how deep it touched them and all that, just to know that it was,
It's crazy.
it sounds like it was like a traumatic something that, made it happen.
No,
but
it was real. Like once I
got going.
once I found it, it was real. Like everything I said was real.
Okay.
But yeah, that was also crazy. Like, that it resonated with so many. I just like that's the thing. Like you just never know. That's why you can't not put shit out, because you just never know. Like you never know. Like what something's gonna say. Like how it's gonna reach somebody. You just never know.
Well, that's awesome. What else you
Yeah.
got, buddy?
Uh,
And how long? You tell us when you're done too. We'll talk to you
Yeah.
for a little bit, but
Oh, dude, like this is the last thing I got to do all day. I'm chilling with y'all.
well, we're
This
glad
is-
to have you staying on.
I'm after this. I'm watching South Park.
All right, that's
and
what
I'm
I.
eating a banana.
so
Is that your nightly routine, or
Not always.
but
Not always.
that's what you've decided
tonight
tonight?
Tonight it is. I'm treating myself.
you ever you're in Atlanta, right? Did you ever try out for a zombie for Walking Dead or anything?
Dude, never. I thought about doing extra film stuff. Never got around to it.
Okay,
Never
we
got
play
around.
we play this little game here, like like Mary F. Kill.
Yes.
But we call it slam ring wrestle. Would you like to play a round?
Slam ring wrestle. Okay,
Yeah.
well, what is slam?
Casey.
Like, is
That,
it,
so
is
it's
it
fuck,
mean
marry,
same
kill.
thing?
So slam is F,
Okay.
ring is obviously marry, and then
Okay,
wrestle
ring.
is kill. So it's
Okay, slam ring wrestle. Okay.
Yep.
Got
Okay.
you. Got you.
Uh,
Okay.
Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift,
Okay.
and Hillary Duff.
I don't know what Hillary Duff looks like.
oh man, if you have your computer up,
Lizzie
we'll
McGuire or whatever.
Well,
Try to
she's
look- try to look her up real quick.
she is all grown up.
I figured that I was going young stuff, but I guess that's
Well, but
probably
if he's
cool.
not all, she's thick in the right places.
I guess we could replace her with somebody else. I thought.
No, he's looking her up. We got.
Yeah, she's adorable. Look at her. She's married with kids.
Now she is.
Well,
yeah.
Good
don't
for
look
her.
at those
Good
ones.
for
Put
her.
Hillary
Oh,
Duff
don't-
hot.
don't look.
Get away from the kid stuff. Slam ring wrestle.
I guess slam.
They won't get mad either way.
Yeah. Let me think. Probably slam Miley, ring Hillary, and wrestle Taylor.
There you
Okay.
go. That would probably be my pick too, because Taylor, I'm over her
Yeah.
completely.
I'm
and
getting sick
I mean,
of seeing
first of
her
all, she's
every
got.
week.
I actually, funny enough, I'm a pretty big fan.
oh, okay.
Pretty big
She's-
Taylor
Well,
fan.
I'm fine with her music. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
tired
dude.
of the coverage.
Yeah, I agree with that. Totally agree. Her music is great.
Are you
Her music-
are you saying that to not make any of her fans mad? Because the power of
No,
I'm
I
just
genuinely like her
playing.
music, dude. Like I've been bumping 1989. Like it's such a good record.
That's awesome.
Nice.
TJ listens to it all the time too.
More of the older, but yeah.
Yeah, but dude, she's got good songs.
Yeah. So you're going to be in Chattanooga this weekend, right?
I actually was there last week.
Oh, it was last week. You need
Yeah,
to
I'm just-
update your tag on
I think it
bio?
did say the 20th. I think is what it said, didn't it?
I did say 20th, but then I didn't leave it at my bio.
says this Friday on his bio.
Oh.
We were honored. I had bought
Oh
tickets
man,
to be there on
you
Friday.
were
like, son
we
of
were
a
so
bitch.
proud of your social media, and then you'd know.
So where are you going
I
next?
mean, look, there's a lot that needs to work. There's a lot that needs to be done.
Where he said, where are you going next? What do you still got some more dates planned? Or are you?
No, actually, we're taking a break from being on the road. That was the last one of the year because I just feel like like I said earlier, it takes a lot of momentum off. Yeah, like it takes a lot of momentum away from like finishing music
Yeah.
and finishing and posting content.
Yep.
Like, and it's really hard to do all that. And really, the problem is that when you're on the road, I build my whole routine to keep me in check and away from the things that are very tempting and also like not productive.
Yes, sir.
And when you're on the road, all that's gone. So you're just at the whim of whatever instincts or whatever temptation. Like there's nothing blocking you from them. And so it's like takes a lot more energy to like not do the things. It takes a lot more energy to be healthy. It takes a lot more energy to not exercise. It takes a lot more energy to like not scroll, like because there's nothing blocking me from doing that because I set up my routine to where that's much easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when those things don't happen, like I can't be as productive. And so I'm really excited to take like the next like 4 or 5 months and like I have like a few things I'm doing. I'm not really I'll be doing some street performing and stuff, but like I'm really excited to just like hone in, practice, get better at singing, get better at piano. Get better at just and get more music out, get more content out, and yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see, man. You've, like I said, just watching the evolution, you've grown, and I'm excited to see. And like I said, you got 2 fans here, and not even just of your music. It's been a cool interview. You seem, like I said, just a down to earth dude, and you always root for.
Thank you.
You root for good people to win, because assholes seem
Totally.
to win most of the time in this world, unfortunately. And maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to be more of an asshole. I don't know.
Maybe I should be more of a penis and hurt people. No.
He asked before the show if you cuss, and then he missed a couple of your songs where you don't seem to as much in the newer stuff, but you definitely did quite a bit of cussing in the older stuff.
Oh, for sure. I cuss all the time. I like not cussing in songs.
Uh-huh.
I think that, I will if I need to. And I think that doing it, I don't know. I just like writing without it. I think that it makes for a more interesting song.
And more of a chance to be maybe played on the radio without taken away from the song.
Yeah, I
correct?
mean, like that's for sure a byproduct, but it's like my friend and I were like looking at What a Day, and like years later we were just like, there's no cuss words in this. We're like, oh yeah, like there doesn't need to be, you know?
Yeah, that's great.
And you said you guys write that together?
Yes, my homie, my writing partner Max Berman.
Okay,
have
you've
to
done
shout-
quite a few songs with him. That's why I have him written down here. That's what I was going to make sure.
Yes, Max Berman is my childhood best friend, and I grew up with this man, and he is a brilliant writer, and my songs would not be nearly as cool without him.
Shout out to Max.
Yeah,
Shout out to Berman.
you got designer finds. I went to the thrift store. I buy $2 shirts. You got $200 shoes, or I mean that just
Yeah.
It sounds a lot better when you do it, obviously. But is that? I mean, how does like that process go?
Dude, so he wrote that entire first verse. So
Okay.
the drip, 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 pitter patter on your feet.
Yep.
He wrote all that. He literally wrote all that. And then the hook, I was like, basically what happens is like I'll send him like a melody, and I wish I could play it for you. My audio's like
Next time we'll have it set up.
Yeah, for sure. My I'll send him like for that song specifically. I sent him like, you will see how your mind, you are designer clothes, you got designer clothes, or like I went to the thrift store. So it's like I'll have like syllables and a melody. I'll have a melody with syllables and a vibe, and then he'll kind of take that and put in what needs to be said, and we'll do it together. We'll do it, we'll do it separately. More often we've been doing it together. But like for that hook, like I wrote like the thrift store $2 shoes part. He wrote like the you slither around my mind down this road. Like he just got away with words, man.
Well, that's awesome. It's good to have a guy in your corner, and he sings good too, so that helps too.
He's brilliant, dude. Because I don't think a lot of I think writing, like everyone could put out music, but not everybody could write. You know what I mean? And like I can't, like not like him, and so it's like it's just a cheat code, dude. It's 100% a cheat code.
So do you make most of the music, and then he does? I mean, do you make? I mean, I know you mix all your own beats and do all that. Is that all you?
I've been collaborating a bit more recently. But I mean everything that you hear on my end is produced by me.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't have expected it from the voice, the music, anything from a white Afro dude from Atlanta. But like I said, it works perfect. And once you,
I think it works.
Once you put it all together, man.
I don't know if I sound like Atlanta. I don't think I do, but
no.
I think I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I don't know what Atlanta sounds like. I guess I know what like the rap
Welcome
from that.
to Atlanta.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know what like the T.I. and the Atlanta rappers sound like. But
I mean, there's so many rappers from Atlanta.
Oh God, yeah.
I saw T.I. in the airport in Atlanta one time. He's standing right next to me, and he's so little, like he didn't even come to my shoulders.
Well, you must be a big guy, also.
Well, but he's.
How tall are you?
Right at 6 foot almost.
Okay. Did you say hi to him?
No, my ex-wife and him, we were taking our babies through, and she got to go through the special one with him, and I think they kind of said something to each other, but I didn't. I was like, oh, shit, that's T.I., and he had his ugly little wife with him, that ex one.
That's not nice to say.
She is kind of a...
That is not nice.
Sorry.
She's not your type of girl. That's what you say.
Or you don't even mention it.
Yeah, or just don't say his wife with him. Yeah. Why we got a 24-year-old telling you?
Sorry. Hold on. His wife was with him.
Ah, nice. She sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Who's the most famous singer besides Mark that you've met? Or played,
T.I. and his wife.
Yeah. How we go to
T.I.'s wife. T.I.'s ex-wife.
Yeah.
No. The most
I don't even know about famous. Like for you, who was another big deal? Somebody you've got to do a concert with or open for or have whatever, man.
Dude, like I have like friends on TikTok who are doing well.
Okay.
That I've played shows with. I would say like honestly, I don't really. Like,
No.
Tony. I would say like, oh, okay. Well, he's famous now, but he was not famous when I met him. Fulton Lee. You ever heard of Fulton Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first show ever in Atlanta, he opened up for me.
Okay.
And now he has 1 million Instagram followers. And he's killing it right now, dude.
Do you ever reach out to him?
Yeah, we talk.
I was gonna say, remember when hook it, man, help me. Let's work, let's do something together, man.
I don't like being pushy.
I gotcha.
because in my head I am, and I really don't like being pushy. I have certainly we've talked. We'll just put it that way.
Okay.
No, we're cool. Like we're like I'll send him ideas. He'll respond, and like I'm very very proud of him. But he is probably the most famous person I've ever worked with. I DM'd Little Dicky one time. He responded.
Did he? How'd that go?
He follows me on Instagram.
Fuck yeah, he does. Is that your most famous follow?
Cool. Say what?
Is that your most famous follow?
For sure. By far. I check every once in a while. Let me check actually right now. Make sure you still follow.
Make sure it's not one of those bait back things. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, I check every once in a while. I'm like, is this real? Is this still?
Dude, I hope you get to the point where people are checking.
Go!
Fuck yeah, they.
Awesome.
I'm happy for you. I hope you get to the point where people are checking to make sure you're following them, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
That
Yeah, who knows, dude? I don't. Who knows about all that? I follow a lot of people.
Well,
and
it just takes one, man.
If people do that to me, that's cool.
Well, I'm waiting for a follow up. No, I'm just joking.
Am I following you?
I don't know. Don't
let me unfollow real quick. I definitely subscribed. Let me see. Middle of the road. I couldn't find you on TikTok.
We have 2 accounts on TikTok. And I think I've recently liked some videos. I think it's gonna. I knew that was.
I see Middle of the Road podcasts. Too young to be boomers, too old to be YPs.
I don't know who's that one. Is that yours, TJ?
I don't think so.
There's 2 fellas sandwiched in the middle of the road. This isn't y'all?
No, I don't think so.
Don't
On
look like it.
TikTok, I am. It's at _middle_ of the road. But if you just type in middle,
Jesus.
Yeah. And mine's at Middle of the Road Podcast. That's pretty simple.
Yeah,
we just had our biggest video, 14,000 just today.
We're even.
Was it today?
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. So we had like a.
Wait, let me look at this. Wait, hold on. Wait, the Middle of the Road
Yeah.
podcast.
At the Middle of the Road
He's
Podcast.
You'll know the difference because his has like 100 and something followers, and I've got almost 2,000. Oh,
But mine, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 14,000.
Yeah. That just
Coach
happened.
Casey, what do you coach?
I used to coach all kinds of sports: wrestling, football, basketball. I'm a sports loser. You can tell half my well, actually, I don't. I took most of them down underneath my Duff Beer hats, my Wichita State Shockers hat.
Yeah.
And also, I'm always in charge. I've always got to be in charge, so I'm just the coach.
I'm watching this video.
2020. Yeah, I do own a 2020 Yukon.
Yukon.
What?
Who's that guy? Wait. Who's the third guy?
That is our other co-host who is not here this week. That is Skin Man.
Great name.
That it is.
Something happened to my Yukon?
You drive a Yukon?
I do.
You have a Yukon?
Yeah, it's a 2020.
What kind though?
A Chevy Yukon.
You can suck on these nuts if you like.
I knew he's been.
Nicely done.
I don't know why that one took off so much. We have so many decent, better ones.
I don't know.
You'll have to find mine.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You never know.
Oh, I
You
know.
never know,
We
dude.
know. We know. It's the same with our YouTube. We'll get a one the ones that get the most love get the most hate. You get people on there saying, oh, you stole that or that, whatever. We don't. Like I said, it's fun for us.
Comment is a comment, dude.
Exactly.
I hope,
that's what I said.
I hope if my name could do, I hope my name brings y'all more views. I hope so. I have no idea.
I don't know
think it
either,
will.
but hopefully.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it will, but I hope it does.
Whatever. If it does, it does. Every time we've collaborated with somebody, it's got us one or two more. We have a bunch of faithful listeners that comment every single week and hit me up on shows and so.
Dude, it's about like it really is about them.
It is.
Like as far as like when I first started out on TikTok, like I don't know how far back he went, but it's like my content was like garbage back then. But like it's like if I was stoked, one new person a day, I was stoked.
That's awesome.
That's why I said I love the people that reach out to me on, of course, if it's not a fake promoter or something, that reach out on Facebook or reach out and just say, like, of course, I don't know why they always, but I like the show. It's a great show. Do this, whatever. And if it's 70 people or 200 or 500 or 1,000, if people are taking their time to listen to what the hell I have to say, I'll take it, man.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Well,
and like to your credit with the talking to people, man. Like that's why I love Ubers, like just in general.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was just great. Like I said, that one, was one of my favorite. And then just like I said, just the self-deprecating stuff. Don't freaking go to a Gus Glasser show. Nobody goes to a Gus Glasser show, and it makes me want to go more. We used to do a bit on our old show, and we'd have people say, "Hi, my name's Gus Glasser," and I never listened to. I don't want to say it. Well, the Conrad and Jack show or whatever, whatever it was, but that was one of our favorite little bits. You get a couple hundred people.
Yeah, dude. It's funny, man. It's just. I've always done whatever I thought was cool or whatever I thought was interesting or funny, and I think that's why I'm at where I'm at.
It'll get there. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Gus Glasser. Gus, wait, let me give me 2 seconds.
He's got a sign for us, hopefully. He's been a blast, man. I told you he'd be a good interview and be a good guy. I don't know if we're in the basement at his parents' house, but we on his thing, he says help him get out of his parents' basement. So go on, find him. Google Gus Glasser. There we go.
T-shirt.
I tried buying a shirt. Are you out of them, man?
We can't hear you very good.
That's okay. Go find that. That's his name. He's saying that's his.
Does it look right side up or does it look
Nope,
backwards?
it looks right. We're reading it
cool.
right and everything.
Gus Glasser on all platforms. Whatever platform you use, I'm probably there.
Okay.
If you like to listen to music, you can search Gus Glasser.
Okay.
LinkedIn. I don't post content on LinkedIn, but I am on there.
Takes you all to your places. I think your TikTok link on there's messed up, by the way.
What do you mean?
I clicked on it. It said the page doesn't exist.
Oh fuck.
You're at Gus Glasser on TikTok.
At Gus Glasser. On Instagram, if you just search Gus Glasser, you'll find what you need to find.
We found you on there.
That's how I know you're doing good, because there is you just Google there's a ton of stuff. That's where, that's how you know you're doing good or you're doing bad. It depends what content they find. But
I think if your name is Daryl Smith, I think it's gonna be harder to stick out than Gus Glasser.
Is that your real name?
My real name. Couldn't think of anything better.
Well, I think it's a good name,
works.
man. Hell yeah, it does.
Some people are like, "That's a great name." I'm like, "It's a name.
It's a name they gave me."
Yeah, my parents came up with it.
Yeah, they had sex and now I'm here and they named me Gus.
Yeah. Oh, did they make you? Did they show you the video or anything, or did they
No.
Okay.
You know what? I can't say I've asked.
All right, well, hopefully not. If they ever come down and be like, "This is the night you were made," it's time to. That's when they're trying to get you to officially move out, dude.
I think you're right. You're right. Although that would be something that my mom would say because she's as crass as I am.
That's awesome. Well, how do I buy one of your shirts? I got on there to try to buy one, and it said it couldn't ship. Are you out of them?
No, I just haven't set it up yet. I will set it up, and then I will message you.
Okay. I wanted to buy one. I was gonna at least say I bought one before the show, man. I was gonna. I couldn't get it here.
If you wore, dude, like
That's
if you
what I'm
were able to
saying.
wear the shirt,
Yeah.
I would have been like, what? I've been like that would be crazy.
See?
I gotta set it up.
Get it set up, man. We got at least 4 shirts sold if you get it set up, dude.
Aw.
Oh, boo.
Thank you. No, it means a lot, dude. And I'll throw in some stickers. We also sell wigs.
Well, I'm down. We'll do a show
next wigs at shows, and like sometimes there's just a sea of fro, and it's just hilarious.
That's awesome.
Casey has that on his chest.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got an afro built in.
Are you a hairy man?
I am a pretty hairy cat.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Your beard is awesome.
Yeah, and I just got a pretty bad haircut.
Ooh, that is not great.
It's not great at all. I mean, it's a little messy from the thing, but I would
seek a different barber.
I guess the more I look at that, it is pretty awful.
The story goes, my normal guy, I said
it's
him.
Done
up, it does look better, man. It's okay, but no, I promise. I've been pissed off since it happened. I don't do skin. Yeah, I've been pissed.
The hat looks great.
Thank you.
He kind of looks like he'd be knocking on the door for somebody asking bad questions.
Wait, show us again. Show us and then face me. Like, look at me.
He's got nice hair.
The back, the hair's it's slick. It's nice. It's a bit uneven. It's too.
It's kind of shitty.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I'll show it to you done up.
It's quick. It just goes from hair to like nothing.
Yeah, and he did that. So, anyways,
finesse.
I set up a goddamn appointment on Thursday. okay, for a Sunday haircut, because this guy's open on Sunday. My normal guy's badass, does good hair. I'm called the guy with the good hair by there's at least 2 people that say that about me, okay? And,
Hell yeah.
And
Hold on to that.
I'm trying because right now I need it.
I used to have that too, not no more.
I freaking got to the
Let's see your
barber
hair.
and I said, show him your.
My hair's not very.
He's
good.
balding,
I'm
so he's
balding.
not very proud.
Let's see, you can't.
Well, turn to him. He can't see you. He can see the back.
I'll pull it back. Okay, yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
So at least mine will grow back. That's the only thing good about mine is, it'll grow
there's
back.
No baldness. That you know what? That's fair. That is points on the board for Casey.
That's what happens when you
That's
get
points
divorced.
on the board for Coach.
So
His
here's
wife thinks
a
I'm
life
funny.
learning lesson for all of you. If you go into your barber with a guy you set book appointment, they say he quit on Friday. He's at a new place. And I say, but
where's a new place?
well, yes, but I just book it. A guy steps out of the back and says, "Man, I'll do it." I've seen the dude do a couple haircuts. Now, to be fair, he usually does them on a different race than I am. So the high fade
That's
and all
what
the
it
stuff he
is.
does looks a lot better on other people that aren't me. And
Yep.
I told him what I wanted done. He did the top okay. And then all of a sudden I see the thing come out.
Good.
And then all of a sudden, and then I'm like, oh my God. He's like, what? I said, I do a 1 fade, man. I don't do a skin fade. I'm not,
You kinda got-
right-wing militant. I'm not.
It's almost like a John Cena thing, almost.
Yeah, it's
He
bad.
Screwed up.
It's embarrassing. When it's done up, it's not as bad, but it's embarrassing. It's sad.
How
It
long ago was
hurts.
this?
I got it done on Sunday, so we're only 2 days into it. So it'll grow back.
Fresh. It's fresh.
It was literally so bald. He used the clippers like where it was like bald, like there was no skin. I mean, he went to I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. I paid him and left and said good haircut because I'm a pussy and and walked out and I called my wife.
Dude,
and
I don't think I would have had the balls to be like, no. You know what I mean? Like if my barber wasn't there, I don't think I would have had the balls to be like, actually, I don't trust. Maybe I should. Maybe I should have, but that's tough, dude. You were put into a losing situation.
man, it was like if you're too
Your
young. but
beard still looks good. He didn't fuck
he
with
didn't
that.
touch my beard.
Okay.
All he did
the
is
beard looks great.
lined it up right
Yeah.
here, and then he did mess up my eyebrows. He got like the little. Like I said, it was bad, man. I mean, he tried.
Don't go there
You
again.
gotta move. You need to move.
Yeah, I'm going over to Buckets here in Wichita. They're our sponsor for tonight's show.
Buckets.
Yeah, that's what this place Buckets Salon. I don't know,
Okay.
which isn't a great name either because
I
that's
was like, y'all have a sponsor? Let's go.
no. We have random different sponsors. I think our
Yeah.
tonight's sponsor was supposed to be Accelerator Rocket Pop energy drink.
That sounds healthy.
So I quit energy drugs a while back, but I've been back on them again because Casey says I have low energy.
Yeah, he came to the last show. He sat where you sat. He called in and he was all like sad and depressed, and we were having a good time, and it kind of brought us down. So I called him out on it, man, and I hurt his feelings. It crushed him,
Yeah. Well, look, I think that's important as a friend. Obviously, checking in on him.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. I wanted to make sure he wasn't, everything
TJ,
was
I
all
hope you're-
right.
I hope you're doing better.
No,
yeah,
I'm
and I
fine.
said hopefully you have a good day and all that,
I'm great.
Well, dude, it was a
Are
blast.
you? That sounds convincing. You really sound like you're having a good time.
I'm so great.
I'm doing so good.
Fuck, I'm just living on
I'm
the edge,
fine.
man.
Well, dude, you were a blast. This was a great time. Hopefully you'll come back and do it. Hopefully you'll get your board set up to where you can do
Yeah,
some
100%
music for us.
I'm here. I'm here for it. You guys,
Well-
I just appreciate you reaching out and.
Fuck yeah, man. We've got some other buddies that do some shows. I got a buddy that does it's still a low one, but he does a music podcast. And I help do another music podcast sometimes, but love to have, on that one too, or like I said, anywhere we can help you, man, we will. So it was a great interview.
Dude.
You're a fun dude.
Thank you. Likewise, y'all are cool. And if I'm ever in your area, I will 100% let you know.
That's what I was going to say. Let us
Yes.
know if you're in Kansas City. We'll come set up backstage and do a podcast back there while you're doing a show or something and interview
do it.
you in between songs.
I gotta be honest. I'm not the best person before a show. I'm
Okay.
Very nervous. I get very nervous.
Well, we'll stay
After.
That's how I was before this show, man.
After way better. Were you
Okay.
nervous?
Yeah, I was. I don't know,
He was a little bit nervous. He went outside and I go, "Is it raining out there?" And he goes, "No, it's moist outside." And I was like, "I think you're sweating, bro."
It was raining. It's raining
He
here.
said moist.
I didn't say moist either. I said it's misting. It's
No,
a
I
little
think you said
misty.
moist.
A little misty.
It's
Yeah.
a little misty. I don't
Dude,
say.
I think, dude, you guys did great. Like, I had a good time. So
Well, that's
I
awesome. That's
we
what we
appreciate it,
tried.
buddy.
We had a blast too. We look forward to having you on again. Go follow Gus Glasser. Go download
Gus
some shit.
Glasser.
when he gets his stuff, his damn store set up, go buy a shirt from this guy too.
Yeah,
And
when
a
I get,
fro.
dude, honestly, the fact that you said that today, I'll literally talk to my guy and be like, we need to do this like tomorrow.
Get it rolling, buddy.
Because I'm in debt. I gotta get out of debt.
Yeah, how are you gonna get out of your? You set up the whole thing to get out of your basement, and I get in there trying to contribute to it, and then
You're absolutely right. And this is the call out I needed.
I'm disappointed in you, but no, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Son,
We're old enough to be your dad. No, come on.
you are old enough to be my dad.
Especially Casey.
Oh, burn.
Especially Coach.
There you go, Gus.
Guys,
it was great
appreciate
meeting
you.
you, man.
Thanks, man.
Enjoy. I'm a fan of y'all, so I'll be watching.
We're
I'll
a
be
fan
commenting.
too.
Thank
Dude,
you.
likewise. I'll
Nice
see y'all.
meeting you,
I'll
brother.
see y'all around.
Later, man.
Later, man.
Peace, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was a blast.
That was awesome.
Super cool dude. I kind of figured he would be just getting to follow his content. We're still going. I know you were going to take it off like you were done.
No, my ears are sweaty.
I don't know. I kind of figured. I didn't know. I knew it was going to go one of two ways. Either we would piss him off early on, and he would just be, shut down on us, or else we'd.
No, you could tell from the first second he talked to us. It was like, oh, he's like us.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But cooler than
That's
us.
what I was going to say. Way cooler, way hipper, way younger, way better afro than either one of us,
I
for
know.
sure.
I mean, when you talk to a guy like that, and it's like, he's got so much ahead of him, and it's like, we're in our 40s, and it's like, damn it, I remember when I was young.
Well, that's what a lot of this is about. Even, like I said, if we don't ever hit it big or whatever
Not
happens.
even that. I'm just
No,
saying,
what
like,
I-
he's got his whole life
No,
ahead
I
of
know,
him.
but what I'm saying is a kid like him, if we can help promote and get one more person viewing him that's the right person, because you see all these musicians or all these people that do make it that are assholes. That's a guy that you no matter what happens the rest of, whether if you don't like his music or not, not saying you, but you just root for a dude. Yeah, you root for a dude
especially
like that.
the good dudes like him.
So I think that's about all we'll do for a show tonight. We are going to catch up on pick 4. We'll do a fantasy update. We'll just do 2 fantasy updates. I'll get the pick 4 out, so we'll have games that we'll pick for this week, and then I'll do the update for next week. Skin Man should be back.
All right.
I don't really know what else has happened. I actually planned for this to be about 30 minutes with him.
And he
was on for the whole time. Yeah, that was a blast, man. I didn't know how an hour would go, and it was easy. We could have went longer.
Oh, yeah.
We ran out of questions. I didn't really, but again, I planned it for a 20 to 30 minute. I didn't know what to expect. Most of ours are 20 to 30, so it was a blast. Go find Gus, download him, download our show, find us, promote, share, like, all those things. Here, I got to mute this real quick so that the fans don't hear this, and we'll go out on. This is so you heard one of his. We'll go out on. Since we talked about the song, we'll go out on a really damn long day instead of the funny song I wanted to. It was enjoyable. Hopefully, we can have him back on soon.
I don't know really what else I'm gonna say. It's been a really damn long day, and I'm tired now, and I wanna numb out, but I don't have any drugs left. I got
a good voice.
friends left.
Yeah, dude,
and I'm alone with you. There's nobody
You know how
else
easy it would have
except
been to have that
you,
voice
and I
and
don't
pick up
wanna
chicks
let
growing up.
go.
I know, that's what I wanted to ask. I'm like,
Well, he answered it. He said he's never even had a girlfriend, man.
yeah, I don't know if but I mean, just, you don't need to have a girlfriend.
That's true.
All your little secrets, yeah, I wanna know. Every time I'm down,
Thank you, guys.